America, you know what time it is, your main man, the Red Faith in Sports. You know what we do every day. We bring you the latest in sports. And Ryan, last night, I had an opportunity to watch the World Baseball Classic, America versus Japan. It came down to the last pitch, and it was all that in a bag of chips.
No, that was a really good game.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that was a really good game. It was
awesome. Now, I wanted America to win.
I sort of see that. That's why I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, I wanted America to win.
I was going to leave it at it was a really good game.
It was a good game. I wanted America to win. But it was awesome. It was great. It was exciting. It's good to see all the fans celebrate their team, their culture, their country. And I had fun. I had fun watching it.
And the game I liked it. The game had some attitude, man.
Yeah, for real, they wanted to win.
They wanted to win.
They want, when I know it's baseball we talking about, but that's what the NBA is missing with All-Star games and stuff like that. The want to win,
the desire.
They don't want to. But when you saw that baseball World Classic, the whole series and the game last night, you see every team wanted to win, and they put forth the effort, and it was fun.
And there was a pride in it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Obviously, you playing for, your country and all of this here, but again, like you said, there's a pride missing. There's there's a want there. And it was entertaining.
It was very entertaining. Very entertaining. I mean, just to see how excited they were, and then everybody giving their full effort, and they came down to the last pitch. I was like, man, this is great.
And imagine the passion to get back.
Yes.
And want to play that team again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's going to build up for a while.
And Trout had the bat in his hand for that last pitch. And Trout is an Eagle fan. So I figured that the Japanese, they were going to win that game because Trout is an Eagle fan, and it came down to, I figured,
but that also goes to saying, Trout is one of the best players.
He's one of the best players.
Might be the face of that. Might be the face of baseball.
Baseball, yeah. He's definitely one of the best players in the world.
That makes it.
Only bad thing I can say about Trout is he's an Eagle fan.
Well, he's smart. That's a smart man. That's a smart man.
Only bad thing I got to say about him, he's an Eagle fan.
That was a real good game, and it's fitting to have somebody like Trout at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish. I wish it ended it the way we.
Yeah,
wanted.
Trout could have got a hit, but it was great. And I'm gonna mess his name up. Tahomey.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I think he's the best player in baseball.
He might be.
He pitches, he hits, home runs, hits for average. I think he's the best player in baseball. And last night he was on the mound. That last out, it was him versus Trout,
and he proved it.
Yep, and hey, it was awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna.
And just to see how excited they was. That's how you play sports.
He gonna make a
full passion.
He gonna make a whole lot of money in his career.
Oh yeah. He gonna make a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna make a whole bunch of money. The Red favorite team is Atlanta Braves. So if you come to Atlanta Braves, Red got a couple extra dollars for him.
Man. But you know what? Y'all, the Atlanta Braves ain't that far. They're not that far off.
No. We're gonna win the World Series.
They right there.
Oh, we're gonna win the World Series. Matter of fact, the Phillies beat us last year in the playoffs. We still mad about that.
See, but that goes again right there to show.
Yeah.
That passion is there. You can't wait.
Yeah, we can't wait.
I can't wait.
Man, I can't wait.
Hey, man, spring is here.
Spring
is here. You know what that means.
The birds are chirping.
Spring training.
Flowers are opening.
Yeah.
The sun is out.
Baseball spring training is upon us.
Man, baseball. I like baseball.
It's the longest season you ever gonna hunt, boy.
Baseball is a long season.
It's a long 160 games, ain't it?
Baseball, 160 games. Used to be 165 when Red was young. Yeah, baseball is a long season.
But it's a good season.
Yeah, it's
fun. And when you get around fall, and that time and everything starts, everybody, that passion goes up because it's playoff time. Then
there were decades where what the Rev used to do is, I don't do it anymore. I'm not allowed. But what the Rev used to do is get about 5 candy bars, line them all up, 2 bags of sunflower seeds, a large Slurpee, and sit there in front of the game and just enjoy myself.
And you know what? And you could eat all of that in that 9 innings.
9 innings, just have fun. Just take a nap round inning 6 through 7. You took a nap
because that Slurpee gonna get to you.
And it's hot outside. You took a nap, woke up. It's about the 8th inning. You like, okay, let me get back to what's going on.
That was my grandfather's favorite sport.
Oh, yeah?
Baseball, yeah. He always, and he used to always tell me, I'm like, why I said, why baseball you number one? I said, you got basketball, you got football, he was like, baseball is just.
Yeah, baseball.
Baseball
is baseball.
He said, I can relax
Yep.
and I can enjoy myself all day.
Well, we had to talk about this one day. But there was a period of time where the African American community, that's what they did. They played baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
it was baseball number one.
And that's another missing thing we got going on in the community.
I don't know when it changed, how it changed, or why it changed.
All sports, man. Me growing up, I was playing all
baseball.
sports.
Man, baseball was it.
Baseball's fun, man.
Yeah, baseball was it.
Yeah.
African Americans play baseball. We don't play it no more for some reason, but
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
we did at one time. We had a whole league that was actually better than the major leagues.
Yeah. Kids
the Negro League.
Yeah. Kids were outside.
Oh yeah, having fun.
We played whatever. If you wanted to be outside and you wanted to play with everybody, if you didn't know how to play, you're gonna learn.
Yeah, you're gonna learn.
We're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn fast.
Yeah,
too.
you're gonna learn. And it's now we don't got that, man.
Kids outside jumping rope.
The whole neighborhood. You went outside. The whole neighborhood outside. Everywhere. Man.
Everywhere. Here we come.
Not no more.
Yeah. Well,
see tumbleweed.
We got to get back to letting kids outside, let them play.
Yeah, man. Let them be kids.
Let them be kids. Because what's going on? Because you see, South Beach, Miami, had to put a curfew on because 2 of the young people got killed at night. So they put a curfew out. You can't have fun no more.
And we were just talking about this yesterday. What is it? We were talking about us growing up, and we weren't even thinking about guns.
Now you ain't think about hurting nobody at all.
As mad as we got,
yeah,
it was just a fight.
Yeah, you put your hands up.
Yeah, and it was after that it was,
and we wasn't looking to put our hands up. Sometimes you had to put your hands up.
Yeah,
we just looking to have fun.
Now it's just,
but then now
it makes you think or question. We just said it. The kids do need to be outside.
Yes,
but then
you got these people that go outside and act a fool.
Yeah, act a fool. And these cats, they shooting. They shooting with their eyes closed because people getting hit that ain't even supposed. They ain't even in it.
Yeah, they can't because they can't shoot. They can't fight.
No.
They can't shoot. The reason why they shoot kids, they can't fight.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It's a lot of things we gotta get this. We gotta grab this generation, man.
We gotta get these young people.
We gotta get them back on track.
Yeah, we gotta get a group of men that's willing to pour into these young people, especially these young men, pour into them and help them develop and make a better future for themselves. Because right now
we need to start up a Faith and Sports Big Brother Big Sister program.
We need to
and get these kids because they're pouring their energy into something that they don't even realize that it's frustration. They don't have nobody to talk to, all of these other kind of things. And sports, we talk about sports, but the faith side of this is, sports can teach you about life.
Yes.
It can teach you about certain things about yourself. And they, when you pour into something like that, you learn how to build with people.
Yes.
With a group of people. And that's what you need, man.
That's what you need.
These kids are.
Yeah, because I remember when I was young, one of the greatest groups I was in was Junior Achievement. I was in
too.
Junior. You was in Junior Achievement?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was in Junior Achievement, and because I went to school in North Wilmington. When they came to my school, they put me with the African American man. You know what I mean? Like they was like, "Yo, you with the African American man?"
Yeah.
But what I learned was I learned a lot because they wanted to pour into you their experiences and what they grew up learning in life, and they poured a whole lot into you. I thought Junior Achievement did a whole lot for myself and others.
Yeah.
But we do need programs like Big Brothers and Sisters again. And
that gave those kids confidence.
Oh yeah, it did.
You could see it during the ceremony at the end. They were. The chest was high, we was clean.
Oh man, were we?
We was clean.
Man, we was about that life. We was about that life back then, boy.
Yeah, those were. And then even, the kids, in school, they used to have the DARE program.
DARE program. I remember DARE program.
Police officers and everybody came and, you talk to these kids. These kids don't have nowhere to go.
Yeah, well, first thing they did was, and I want somebody to start talking to the people over the school district. And when they put people into the school councils, school boards, start asking them simple questions. A simple question: why take away recess? Because I remember for a fact in biology class, what would happen is when you exercise, it released certain chemicals in your body.
Yeah.
So if you took recess and gym away from the kids, how these kids? Obviously, they got chemical imbalance.
And we got to understand too, with the attention span of a human being.
Yeah.
You can't, you need, as a child, you have to release that energy.
You have to.
Some way, because you sitting in class all day, you're going to stop listening. You're going to stop wanting to learn. You're going to now be paying attention to something, and now your grade's going to drop.
Because
your confidence going down.
If you don't let them run and get that energy out and release those chemicals that you need to release, what is the alternative? What, you going to put them on drugs?
Yep. That's what happens.
Lord.
Yeah.
What, you going to give them something to calm them down?
Yeah. We didn't have that, Rev. Growing up. There was nothing else.
My parents, if you told my parents you want to put somebody on drugs, my parents would have fought you with their hands.
Yeah.
You put them kids on. If you put a kid on too much Tylenol, on the bottle it'll tell you, don't take too much Tylenol. Don't take too much of this stuff. You put kids on drugs, babies.
And the natural thing is your body's going to get immune to that.
And crave other things.
We didn't, see, and this is, I remember having a conversation with I used to work at a physical therapy building, and I was talking to a younger guy, and he was saying, he was a counselor.
Yes.
He was saying a lot of the kids, they have attention deficits. They can't focus and all of this, this and this. I said, who's telling them that though? Who's telling them that? Because they can sit in front of the video game for 3 hours and sit still
all day long.
You see what I'm saying?
All day long.
You could do that. It doesn't have anything to do with drugs.
No.
It's
discipline.
Yes. That's all. It's so you can learn. It's the confidence that I was talking about. As things goes on, and like you said, the recess, you got to release that energy somewhere. Because if you're not doing that, when you leave school and come outside, guess what's going to happen? You're going to want to fight somebody. You're going to want to start something with somebody because you've been
chemical imbalance.
You've been bottled up all day.
You've been bottled up all day.
All day.
Can't move. Can't express yourself.
And it's not going to come out but nothing but anger.
Yeah, frustration.
And we talked about
hostility.
And we talked about yesterday that there's no fear of consequence in this generation.
That's true.
We got whoopings.
Yeah, you got the switch. You got the switch.
See, and that calms you down.
Yeah. Man, did it.
We ain't need no time.
Man, listen. That gets you the right mindset.
Yeah, man.
That teach you how to focus. You focus. When you got that whooping, that focus.
Yeah. It's like, remember the old computer with the big monitor? When it acted up, you had to smack the side of it. Smack the side of it to get it back online. Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, kept you focused.
Yeah.
You got the whooping, and then after the whooping, you like, and that focus, you real focused. You concentrated. You like, okay.
See, but that's when you knew. That's when you knew all your crime was over, when you let that out.
Right.
Yeah, that's how. Hey, man, we gotta get, because it's bad out here.
I mean, it's very unfortunate that when you see so many young people being murdered and shooting and all these awful things, and what it is it's not enough adults, people with experience in life that are pouring the love, the attention into these children that they need.
And that's also, kids having kids.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You're not
kids having children.
Yeah, you're not understanding. Growing up, we were kept away. This is, I think, social media, it gives you too much information for these children.
Exposing them.
We were kept away from a lot. We knew.
Right.
If adults were in a room, you don't go in that room.
No.
That's adults talking.
You stay out of conversation.
Yeah, kids stay where kids are supposed to be.
That's right. You stay out of adults' conversation. Yeah. And what happens is, unfortunately, children are exposed to far too much, and they don't have the restraints that they need to keep them in line. When you don't have restraints, you have chaos. and disorder, and that's what we're seeing in society. You're seeing children chaos and disorder because they don't have the proper restraints. Restraints aren't to hurt you. Restraints are to keep you safe.
I remember listening to a comedian, and he said he was in the supermarket and he watched a kid arguing with his mom. They was arguing, and he told her to this ain't the cereal I want. And she said, oh, the aisle's right behind it. They was ringing everything up. She said, the aisle or the cereal right there, go get the one you want. He grabbed the cereal box and threw it to the front of the store and said, you go get it. And he said the mom walked and got the box, and he was like, I thought she was great,
right, tighten him up.
Yeah, she was great, tighten him up. She said she walked back there and went and got the cereal. He said, I was looking. He said somebody in the other aisle, it was a mom. It was a mom looked at her child. He said that she started beating her child, saying, if you ever do that.
I know that's right. That's what my mom would have did.
Yeah.
My mom would have whooped me just because of that child.
Man.
If you ever even think about doing this.
He said the little boy was like, I ain't didn't do nothing.
Right.
But hey, that kind of stuff will make you think twice.
Yeah, listen, I got a child story. Now, Borders, I don't know if you remember Borders bookstore.
Oh, yeah, that was my store.
So I was in Borders bookstore one day, and the little child is telling their mom they want one, how you get in the cashier line, and they used to have little toys right before you check out. And the child was like, I want this toy. And the mom was like, no, little Jimmy, you can't have the toy. And the child was like, I want the toy. And little Jimmy like grabbed the toy, and the mom took the toy. She's like, no, you can't have the toy. And this is what the child said. I'll never forget this. He said, I hate you. I'm going to kill you. And I said to myself, no, I know I ain't hear this child say, I'm going to kill you. So I looked at the mom. I looked her dead in her eye. I mean, I'm like she's not in front of me. So I moved my face in front of her face. And I'm waiting for her to say, can you help me? Because I would have helped her right then and there. I would have gave her assistance. I wanted her to say, can you help me? And I'm looking at her right in her face like, please say something. Please say help me or do something. Please. She didn't say nothing. So I'm minding my business. But I want her to say something real, real bad.
And this is, again, the show from yesterday we were talking about, needing a community to raise these kids, man.
Yes. I wanted to be part of that community real bad that day. I was right in that way with my face. I was looking right at her, too. My eyes all big. I was looking at her like, say something, lady, say something.
You was going to be the president.
Well, I was going to make him straight. You hear me?
Yeah.
Boy, she'd have said anything.
And that's what a lot of these
kids
need.
She'd have nodded at me. She was just nodding. I'll be, oh, boy.
It's a different world, man. Yeah, we gotta get them together.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that that these things are happening. Mm-hmm. But once again, we need adults to step up and start pouring love and attention into these children. And one of the things we have to realize, discipline is part of love. Discipline is part of love.
That is necessary.
If you don't love your child, you won't discipline your child.
Mm-hmm.
If you love your child, you will make sure your child has a proper discipline. There is a proper discipline. Yeah.
I started laughing because I remember yesterday you were saying my parents love me a whole lot.
Oh, my parents love me a whole lot. They tell you too. Now the reason why you gotta get this whipping is because we love you.
Yeah.
And my parents love me a whole lot.
Hey man, but you turned out to be.
They give me special love.
You turned out to be outstanding citizen.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you train a child in the way they should go, according to the Bible. And when they get older, they won't depart from it. When they get older, not when they're younger, when they get older. When I was young, I was wild and crazy. But when I got older, I remember all those lessons. All those whippings came back to mind.
And it's something, too. Even though you got that whipping, that they did love you.
Yeah.
Because a child understands and needs that structure.
You need that structure.
Yeah.
Yep. You need those boundaries, because without boundaries, as a child, you'll make the wrong decisions. As a child, I made wrong decisions because I ain't know any better. If you allowed me to as a child, I'd have ate chocolate cake and candy bars for every meal
all day. Go outside and put a wild dog in the yard without a fence.
Right. I'd have drunk strawberry milk.
See what that dog do without no boundaries.
If there was no restrictions on my life as a child, you said what you want. You can have anything you want: chocolate cake, candy bar, strawberry milk.
And we didn't even ask. We didn't even tell our parents, "I don't want this for dinner."
Right. Oh yeah, you had to eat what's in front of you.
Yeah, because
that was the rule.
Yeah, who? Yeah. First of all,
you gonna eat this?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
you ain't gonna eat this. Well, don't eat.
Yeah, you. Well, you don't want to eat that.
Don't eat.
This is what we eating. This is what we eating as a family.
Yeah, you gonna be dizzy.
Yeah.
You gonna get dizzy.
You don't tell nobody, man. I wish you would tell somebody. I wish I would have told my mama what I wanted to eat.
Man,
I asked my mama, "Mom, what we have for dinner?" She told me.
Yeah. And when it was time to eat, come sit down.
Yeah, come sit down.
We got ways to go, but we can do it.
Yeah, so
as long as we just start.
I mean, it was done, so we know we could do it because it was done.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta get back to making sure we put our children first place in our priorities as a family. I think a lot of times because I've heard people say this before, and I've tried to help guide them in the right direction when they say this. I've heard mothers who have children say, "Well, I need a life too," and I'm like, "You're missing it. For the next 18 years, you won't have a life."
That's your life, though.
That's
as the mother now.
That's the sacrifice you have as a parent. That for the next 18 years, you done gave up your life. You got to raise these children. If my parents could have got paid, there's no lie. There's no lie. If my parents could have got paid for the time that they took me, my brothers and sisters, to practice, to rehearsals, to buy them clothes, if they'd have had like $100 million by now.
Yeah,
that was their life. You know how many practices, rehearsals,
and my family's like it was 4 of us.
Yeah,
so 4 different kids and going to probably 4 different schools.
Yeah,
so, if we were being spread apart, we basketball, then you got one playing soccer on the weekend and all this.
School dance.
Man. And being a parent now, that's hard, man.
Man, listen.
The whole weekend is...
The whole weekend. My parent, listen, I remember when I was in high school and my dad is coming to games and he was literally coming from work to the game.
Yep.
He didn't go home, eat nothing. He came right to the game. He cheering me on. He right at the game. I'm looking at my dad. My dad, I remember we beat Cape Henlopen, and my dad had my little brother with him, and we beat. I actually hit the last second shot right, and I look over to the crowd, and I see my dad just stomping over teenagers. I mean, he's trying to get to me. And his teenagers are trying, and he just stomping over. He just stepping on them. I'm like, Lord, my dad just stepping on teenagers all over the place.
Yeah, they was in the way. But that, and that, I remember that, I remember my dad doing that sometime, but it was that structure there, between, the parents, we ain't never go, however hard it was, we ain't never go hungry. Man, my mom made sure them meals was, Chef Mama RD.
When I got on my own, I went and got I had efficiency. I told my wife, the Mercedes, we was driving, and my wife was like, man, sometimes this Mercedes truck is so big. I said, this Mercedes truck is bigger than my first apartment, my first efficiency apartment. It's actually, there's not a joke, it's actually bigger, right? And I had a little place, and I'm on my own, and I remember the electric company calling me, and they was like, you ain't pay your bill. And I was like, why y'all calling me? Hey, listen, don't call me. I'll pay when I get ready to pay.
I know I ain't paying.
Yeah, y'all rush me. It's my place. I don't know no better. I was like, this is my place. And I remember the lights going out, and I didn't know why. I called my parents. They're like, because you ain't pay your bill. I was like, are you telling me they cut off your electricity and stuff?
Yeah.
Because my parents kept everything. I never knew. Mm-hmm. I thought I was going to pay them when I wanted to pay them. That don't work. You know that, right?
It got dark quick, didn't it?
Got dark real quick.
Yeah, that's something.
I had to learn in life.
You turned to Aaron Rodgers for a little bit.
Listen, I thought I was going to tell them when I was going. I'll be there Tuesday. They were like, okay, well, lights be back on Tuesday.
You gonna? Yeah, it's. But today is Saturday.
Yeah. It was Friday. It was Friday. Yeah. I'll get there when I get there. He was like, okay, you'll see. You'll find out.
Got there Monday, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, hey man, I got there Friday. I got there Friday right before they close.
Oh man, see that's those are lessons learned, man.
Lesson learned. And once again, it's the experiences in life that you could pour into young people. Us adults, we've been through some stuff. We've been through some stuff that's funny now. Wasn't funny then, but it's funny now. And you could pour those lessons teachings into people now and help them in life.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah. And speaking of an older person that poured into my life, Willis Reed. Now, I never met him, but I'll never forget watching highlights of him limping off and then coming back in the game.
He had again, he was in that era.
Yes.
Where he didn't make excuses.
Right.
You didn't, if I can walk, I'm be out there.
Yeah, that's right.
And unfortunately, he only had a 10-year career.
Yes.
Because of injuries, but
of course.
Man,
he was rookie of the year.
Yeah.
He was a league MVP. Matter of fact, New York Knicks, both their titles.
2-time champ.
Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah.
And that's both their titles. He led that team both their titles.
And he never stayed with the same team.
Stayed with the same team.
It's another thing we talked about where, you got to go through the valley, man. You don't just leave when times get hard. Stay.
That's right.
You stay.
That's right.
You stay. You stay focused. And he was a general manager.
Yes, he was
business minded.
Businessman. Willis Reed passed away, and we just want to tell his family that our prayers are with them. And he was a great NBA player, a great person, and he will be missed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He made his mark on the league and in life.
I'll never forget the call. Here comes Willis. Here comes Willis.
I used to always say, man, that left hand, boy.
Man.
He got it up there.
He a top 50 and then top 75 player all time.
Yeah, all time.
Yeah, all time.
He would see, and there was a different. You could move him in this era, and everybody says he couldn't be as athletic or as. You transition to these games.
Oh yeah,
and you having the ability. He already had the ability, but having that attitude, he'd been one of the greatest anyway. In era.
Any era. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was physical. He was a powerful man, and he didn't fit into any era. He's all time great.
Him and Walt Frazier are the ones who made New York.
Man,
the Knicks they were.
Now you talk about somebody cool. Walt was cool. Walt was cool, boy.
Had that fro, didn't he?
Man, he had that fro. Keep that hat on.
I was gonna say he put the hat right on top of that fro.
On that fro. That thing leaning to the side.
Yep. He just sit it right there on top. He wouldn't try to push it down.
Man, nope. That's when you learned how to be a man for men back then. That's how you learned. You watch Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, and them. Man, that's how you be a man.
And they showed up clean.
They were clean, weren't they? Have you seen the NBA players coming games now? We got to have a show on that.
Yeah, we got to have a show on that.
We got to have a show on that.
We could put it in. We could combine that show with clothes and feet.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we will. We're gonna combine that with the feet and stuff.
It's gonna be a rough show.
That's gonna be a hardcore show. There,
we gotta bring tissues because it's gonna be a whole lot of laughter on that show, man.
But yeah, they stayed clean, and Willis Reed is one of all-time greats.
Yeah,
and he will be missed. And prayers to his family. Yeah.
And on that note, Ray, you want to take a break?
Oh, we're gonna take a break?
Yeah.
Well, guess what, America? We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Same time. Guess what we do every day? We bring you the latest in sports, and we'll be right back with more.
It's time going quick, man.
On the morning of the third day, the power of the living God erupts, breaking through death with the moment that will define.
I don't have it right now. Why do you want to write this second?
Oh, so they call.
Perched at the edge of heaven, the angels stand in awe as one of their own rolls away the stone that's guarding the body of Jesus. As if anything can guard Jesus. He walks out of the tomb alive. He is victorious. He is conquering death and rendering the grave unnecessary. He is living and moving and breathing as only the risen Son of God can. But the story isn't over. We are, every one of us, searching and hoping and longing for life. It's a desire that's been deposited into our souls by the very same God who spoke it all into existence. And it's this exact life that the resurrection of Jesus invites us into. So bring your hopes, your regrets, your successes, and your failures, Bring your doubts, your joys, your fears, and your dreams. Be resolute and unwilling to settle for anything less than the abundant life of the risen King. Because truly, if the story isn't over, then what happens next might just change everything.
In America, guess what? Things are changing for the better. Mm-hmm. Things are getting better and better. When you give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, things will get better and better. Trust me, I know I did it, and I have been living a dream, Ron, a dream.
Peace.
What would you pay for peace?
Yeah, when you have God in your life, there's a peace that's, Bible says, passes all understanding.
Yeah.
So that is the best thing to have.
Yes, sir.
Can nothing knock you off of that train?
Yes, sir. And the life will get better and better. You go from faith to faith, from glory to glory. And that's what you do when you give your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. I encourage all of you, if you need prayer, contact us at Faith in Sports, and we'll be happy to pray with you and introduce you to God if need be, or if you just want to reestablish your relationship with God, we're here for you. Faith in Sports is what we do.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Ron, let's talk about little NBA.
Yes.
You got major injury.
Yeah.
The Clippers, I don't think they're gonna do nothing anyway. Tell you the truth.
Paul George, he injured his leg. He got carried off in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Yes. My question was, if it is, a major injury, how far would the Clippers be able to go?
Right.
You saying, I just think the West is a little too deep for them to even make a run anyway.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are a little older.
Yeah, they are.
They're a little older, and those two are being depended upon.
Yes.
To get them to the championship, and that's gonna be hard to do against a Booker and a KD.
Yeah.
A Kyrie and a Luka.
Man.
Even the Kings,
a young Kings team.
They'll run you out the gym.
The Fox is the truth.
Yeah, man.
It's a bonus. That's my boy. It's a bonus. But yeah, I don't think the Clippers are going to do anything. But the injury is a major factor, and we'll see what happens. You got the Sixers tonight.
Yes, the Sixers can get some get back.
They need to get some get back.
Yeah, against the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls squeaked out of there.
They did. I was there
yesterday with double overtime.
I had some chicken wings. I was watching the game.
We know that stupid foul. The sixth foul against Embiid.
I don't agree with. First of all, a superstar at home should get the benefit of the calls.
Yeah.
Embiid's a superstar.
But in order for you to foul, you got to have your hand on him.
And do you want a superstar out of the game at the end of the game with a questionable call?
Yeah.
Man, that should never happen.
Yeah, that's They knew. Even Chicago knew when that foul was called. They were all clapping.
They were happy.
The bench was jumping. I said, did they just win?
Yeah, basically.
And they could feel, because you couldn't do nothing with Embiid.
Yeah, no, you couldn't do nothing.
He had 39, I think, that game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he couldn't do nothing with it.
He was doing everything he could to just and it felt like every time, and we've talked about it with Doc Rivers. Every time he goes out of the game, there's every team makes a run.
Yep. Now, I'm going to give Doc the benefit of the doubt right this second.
Me too.
That maybe he's doing that because it's the regular season. He says, let me get the rest now. Mm-hmm. But when it comes playoff time,
we're not doing that.
Don't do that nonsense.
No. Because you can't be on the bench.
No.
They got him resting on the bench 7-8 minutes. Game time minutes. Game time minutes is 20, 25 minutes. Right. Yeah. That's a big run these teams is making.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He might be saying, well, it's regular season, so let me get his rest now.
Yeah.
Because in the playoff, he in there.
Yeah. We can't have no passing this. And I think that's the one thing I like about Maxey.
Yeah.
Because
he go full speed.
And when Maxey feels like the game is, getting a little out of hand, he take over and he'll go 94 feet quick.
He will. Super fast, huh?
Quick, yeah, man. And
that's got that type of speed.
See, and that's what you need. That's a player that you need to give. I mean, Harden not gonna play defense anyway, but that's the kind of player that you need. Him and Melton to give Harden some rest on defense.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To be able to do what he does on offense.
Yes, sir. And Harden has been playing well. He ain't played well that game, but the whole season they've been playing well.
Yeah.
And they'll go to Chicago tonight, and hopefully they win.
Yeah, I can't see them winning this game.
Yeah,
I do. I see them winning this game. I think Chicago and Philadelphia knows that Chicago got out of there.
Yeah, they squeaked out there with the win.
Yeah, by the skin of their teeth. Yeah,
right.
And the Sixers know the reason that they lost was because of those turnovers.
That's right.
So they're gonna clean them up. Somebody better look out because Embiid gonna have about 45.
Yeah, about 45.
Yeah,
about 45. But I was at that game, and I don't know if you remember me sending you a picture of that dinosaur-looking thing.
That was there again?
No, he wasn't there. I ain't seen that dinosaur. I don't know if you don't know what they did to that dinosaur thing.
They was looking for you.
Man, listen.
They knew the Red was in the building.
Don't have that dinosaur thing looking for me in the building.
He wanted to be. He knows 5 times on here. He wanted to get a shout out.
Hey, dinosaur, yo, my man, hit me up. We hang out.
Yeah.
We hang out together.
Yeah,
Rev, don't hang out with me. I'm about that life, Rev. Ain't about that life, Rev. Ain't about
Because that dinosaur, man.
That dinosaur, like he was special.
Yeah, that was.
He was special.
And the funny thing about it, that thing didn't have nothing to do with no kind of sport.
I'm trying to figure out.
It was blue, orange, yellow, and green.
The Sixers, what type of mascot is that for? A dinosaur-looking thing for the Sixers?
Yeah.
It ain't for the Phillies.
That didn't have nothing.
It ain't for the Eagles.
No, it had nothing to do. I don't think that was nobody's color.
I don't know. Oh, you know what? It could be the Flyers, though.
But the Flyers got that orange furry thing. That thing was like a dinosaur duck or something.
I don't know what that was.
Hey, well,
I can't.
He made it through security.
Yeah, he made. Hey, listen, he part of the Sixers or something. I don't know what he is. Dinosaur looking thing, but when I go to the game, I go watch the game. Where I sit at, and I see everything, and I get some wings, and I get some popcorn, pretzel. I sit back and enjoy it. It was very enjoyable.
You about 15, 20 feet from the players' bench, man.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not far from the bench.
Yeah,
I ain't far from the bench. I'm close. I'm so close that the hoochie mamas walk past because they trying to get the players' attention.
Yeah.
They come there to get the players' attention.
Yeah, they be all in everybody where you been.
Man.
That might have been that dinosaur.
They on a mission.
That might have been one of the dinosaur things.
Right.
It might have been one under the dinosaur suit.
They on a mission.
Now, in other NBA news, Ja Morant's coming back tonight.
That's right. He plays tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, now we'll see. We'll see the type of run that they can have.
And
they haven't been playing bad without him.
No, and the other guy, can't remember his name. He always arguing with Draymond Green.
Brooks.
He got suspended.
Because he had too many texts.
Yeah, he had too many texts. He said after the game when he knew that he was going to be out of the game, he said it doesn't matter to me about the fines because it's just money. So then I Googled it. He's got fined this year $47,000.
Whoa.
You something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
If you don't care about that.
Yeah, you donate that to the Rev.
$47,000 and it's just money.
Don't donate to the NBA. Donate to the Rev. $47,000.
Yeah, somebody see this is what we talking about. Somebody got to sit these young guys down.
Yeah, somebody got to talk to these young people.
How you don't let $47,000 walk?
Nah, you don't, because Well, I mean,
just because you can't hush.
They so young that they don't realize what they letting out the door when they give away $47,000, money like that. Because when they was talking about the story about Ja, they were like Ja was just throwing money up in the air, and they young, they don't know. Somebody just had to sit them down and have a conversation with them.
That needs to be like a whole conference, man. They need to have a whole conference room.
That would be nice to have a whole conference,
and just allow them to be talked to. Because you know what, I honestly think sometimes some of these guys don't realize that what they're doing is wrong. They don't think, because most of the time things that feel good to you, that probably a lot of times is wrong.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
Yeah. You know,
a lot of times it feel good, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
Trust me.
If it's
trust and believe.
Especially if it's worldly stuff.
Yeah, especially the worldly stuff.
That stuff ain't good.
That stuff ain't good for you. My wife likes to go out to eat. We out to eat, and we at this restaurant, and the food was real good. It was real good. Mm-hmm. And the lady was like, "You got room for dessert?" And I really didn't have room for dessert, but she started describing the dessert. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have dessert, right?
What happens,
man? I ate that, and my stomach felt like it was ready to explode. I was like, I should have did that.
That's when you driving and the whole ride home is quiet.
No, that's when I was driving. I pulled over. I was like, Pookie, you got to drive because I got the itis. If you don't know what the itis is, you just don't know. I had the itis and everything.
That's a on the way to that itis. That's a good feeling, bro.
No, man, yeah, on the way to the itis is a good feeling. Yeah. When you got to drive and got the itis, that ain't good. Do not drive when you got the itis.
Had the army crawl to the house.
Yeah, you got people watching the show. How about what's the itis? They looking up on YouTube right now about the itis. You ain't gonna find it on there.
Get some comfort food.
Yeah. They don't know what the itis is. Cast people on TV right now. What is the itis?
Yeah.
Call me afterwards. I'll tell you what the itis is. You won't find it in the dictionary.
Oof. Who out of some of these players, who you think get the itis, man? Zion
gets the itis. He gets the itis all the time. He got the itis right now. He watching the show right now with the itis.
You know he still ain't back, Rev.
And you know what's strange about him not being back? When you young, you heal real quick. He been out for a long time.
And here's the thing. This is not like a major injury.
No, not at all.
No, because he warms up in the street clothes. He plays and he laughs around it. So it almost, to me, is it almost like a you know how these players, these are the days, you get your rest. I mean, this was a mild hamstring, they called it.
Yeah, it was a hamstring injury.
Mild.
That's
a week or two at the most.
Especially when you're like 22.
He went out before Christmas.
Lord have mercy. He been out 3 months.
I'm not. And look, the reason that we're laughing is because, man, we was hurt in sports.
Yeah.
And then, man, we went out. Come on.
I dislocated my foot. And I thought I sprained my foot. And I looked down, I saw the words Nike. The problem with that, because the word Nike is at the bottom of your sneaker. You shouldn't see that. The ambulance came, got me. Took me to the hospital. I was out about 3 weeks. Yeah. He been out 3 months.
For a mild hamstring.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, man. See, but these are the kind of things, this what happens when you he got paid $70-something million before he started playing.
That's what happened when you get paid $70 million.
Whew.
Yeah, because if they'd have paid me $7 million when I saw the word Nike, I probably would have never came back. I got $70 million.
Yeah, you're going to call Nike. You're going to work with Nike.
Right, yeah. I saw the word Nike.
Now, I want to move over to the Celtics real quick.
Yes. Boston Celtics.
Because Boston played the Kings last night.
Yes.
It was a good game up until the fourth quarter, and the Celtics kind of, separated themselves. But I want to talk about the Celtics because, everybody talks about Tatum and everybody talks about Brown, which they do their thing all the time.
They do.
But I think their X factor on that team is Derek White.
Oh, you think so?
Him coming off the bench
and playing well
of that second rotation. I mean, he could be a starter on any team.
Right.
And coming off the bench, he had 20 points, 11 assists yesterday, and 7 rebounds in 30 minutes.
Oh, he acted a fool.
Yeah, so Tatum and Brown were able to sit longer and get their rest because
he's playing so well.
Yeah, now you got Marcus Smart back.
That's my man, Smart.
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year. So they've been in form.
Yes,
but they're rounding into
that
NBA
push.
championship. Yeah, and it's they could be beat. Obviously, we know that.
Yeah, they definitely could be beat.
They
are tough out.
They're going to that right there. They're going to be a tough out, and the Sixers can do. And if the Sixers want to make it to the NBA championship, to me, that's the team that you have to focus on in the playoffs. I mean, because they beat Milwaukee 3 out of 4 times this year.
Right.
So
getting past Boston.
That's the harder thing. And they can do it.
What makes me happy about that thought is the old Sixers Boston rivalry was so fierce that the thought of it coming back excites me.
And like you said, we we know Embiid, Tatum, and Brown are friends, but you can see that irritation on Embiid's face.
Right.
It's like, I gotta get past y'all, man.
And he has to have the mentality that he has to do whatever he needs to do, including knocking a couple of people down that you might be friends with. You can knock them down and still be their friend.
Yeah, they'll understand.
Yeah, they be all right.
Yeah, you trying to beat us too.
Yeah, they trying to beat you. And if you need to knock them down, don't help them up. No, they reach their hand out. Don't help them up. They're the enemy that series.
Yeah, and I used to think earlier in the season that it was more important for the Sixers to get the number 1 seed so they could have that home court advantage. But the Sixers' record on the road is amazing.
They are a very good road team.
Yeah, they've only lost 7 games on the road this year.
Yeah.
That is good, man.
I think they actually focus a little better on the road.
Me too.
Because when they're home, you see them make the little turnovers for no reason and stuff. Maybe they too relaxed at home.
They get relaxed on the road. And I think a player like Embiid, he feeds off of that booze.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does.
He likes that.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
likes to be the bad guy.
And he said, I'm more comfortable in a hostile environment than I am at home.
Right.
Because
the booze get you motivated.
Yeah, and he's like, they can't stop me.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what I need, especially in the Boston Garden.
You know what? Now that you mentioned it, I always like the adversity as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like the y'all talking about me?
Because it's nothing. It's nothing like having
it pushed you a little bit.
A stadium full of fans and you can quiet them.
That man.
I can if I can just hit this shot,
man, and the whole stadium just get quiet.
You could just hear the air. Everybody stop breathing.
My favorite part of that is when they all are staring at you. That's why I like it best. You silence them. They cheering and you give them that dagger and they just all staring at you and you just shake your head like.
I remember my brother.
It was me.
I remember my youngest brother. He was the really good basketball player of our household. Right. He was down at Michael Jordan's.
Because your brother can't get dunked on if necessary. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Let him know he can't get dunked on.
Oh, yeah, he would. Oh, yeah, he
let him know the Red will be looking for him.
See, and when we had the favorite sports league,
right.
See, I'll be the coach.
Okay.
Because I was the coach of his team.
Oh, okay.
So, they was playing the game in the league, and to see him, score and you can see it on his face when he hit the game-winning shot. All them people was hot.
They was hot.
Them people was hot, and I was it made me, because he turned right around the car, all put his finger up.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy. Yeah, that's it. And it's just, that's what you want.
That's what you want.
That might be better than hitting the game when it's shot and hearing the cheers.
Right.
Is to hear people just be quiet.
Just be quiet. They're just staring at you.
Yeah, and you can walk off, and it's like, I did that.
Yep. Yeah. I used to tell them. Tell your friends about me. I was the one that did that to y'all. I used to tell them too. I was a good smack talker, but I talk some smack.
And they go into a hostile environment, and because the Bulls, what they're doing now is playing spoiler.
Yeah, yes, they are.
They're playing spoiler because they're not gonna make it.
Right.
So when you could probably knock the Sixers out into 4th place.
Right.
Because Cleveland's right there.
Cleveland is not a joke whatsoever.
Did you see Donovan Mitchell dunk on him last night?
Oh my goodness! People forget that Mitchell is a superstar.
I thought I was the ref because when he dunked on him, my man fell backwards into the basket. I stood up and I put my fingers like that was a tech.
Right. You tech him up.
But they ain't tech him up. I said, okay.
Right.
All right.
Right.
He turned around, walked around. I said, man.
Let him play.
See, you get this. Now you're rounding into playoff basketball.
That's right.
I can't wait.
Yeah, people forget that Mitchell is a top 10, top 15 player in this league.
It's a bad boy.
Without a doubt. And Cleveland will make some noise in the playoffs. They are a dangerous team.
And the Knicks are right there.
And don't forget about the Knicks.
Help us.
Can you imagine Mitchell went to the Knicks? That would have been really something.
That's where he wanted to go.
And if he'd have got over there, boy, they'd have been real dangerous.
Yeah, him and Randall.
Oh, man.
Randall just put up 57.
Randall's that type of player. I like Randall a lot.
Again, only player in the NBA to play all 82 every game.
That's an embarrassing stat.
That's bad.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's just embarrassing. Only one player in the entire league has played every game.
And the thing about it, he's not a face of the league.
No.
He's not a Giannis. He's not a Curry or a, John Moran. He's somebody who just
he puts the work in.
And But you know where he said he got it from? Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant when he played in L.A. Mm-hmm. When he started off in L.A. And yeah, he puts the work in, and he tries to get better each and every year, and he has gotten better. And he's really an underrated player. And that New York team is a dangerous team.
That's gonna be a good series. Them in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
because you remember last year, they don't like each other.
Yeah, they don't.
And Trae Young, he loved going to Madison Square Garden.
He does.
And they can't. And he's starting to round it back in the form too.
Ever since they made the coaching change.
Yeah, he's starting to. This is good, man. I'm. Trae's back. He was so quiet all year. Think about this. They were talking about trading him. Now he's averaging 30.
Yeah. Listen.
After they traded the coach.
Ever since they got rid of the coach, he has been on fire. And that Atlanta team, they're dangerous in the playoff. It's going to be a great NBA playoff. A great NBA playoff. And then we still got to talk about the tournament continues tonight.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino going to St. John's.
He's 71 years old?
He's 71 years old.
He can still coach.
Yeah.
He's going to change St. John's around.
I mean, St. John's, their program, especially in the Big East back in the day, they were a top program. Now Rick Pitino, he might get them back to being a top program again.
See, and that's what because he was around.
Yeah, he was around
all of that. You know what I mean? Those big. So and that's what he said. He said, I want this to be a nasty program like it was before.
Woo! That's what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
It's he don't understand. He got a lot of work, though.
Yeah, he got a lot of work to do. But he could do it.
Yeah, he could do it. He could do it. And, for them to see somebody like that who's been,
been through the wars.
Who's been there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was heavy over there in Louisville.
Man, when he was coaching Louisville,
yeah, man,
that program was on fire back then. Yeah, so he is one of the top coaches, college coaches all time. He even got NBA experience. So he should be able to recruit some really very good players. And if he can put that program back on top again, that St. John's program, when they used to represent New York like never before. Woo!
Just the whole Big East.
The whole Big East was the truth. The whole Big East was the truth.
We're gonna get back to it though.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
Yeah,
I really believe the Big East has a chance to return to be a top conference again, especially in the age of these super conferences. It's just a matter of time.
And the games today.
Yes.
For we in the Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
This is good, man.
Here we go. Who we got?
Had a chance a couple of days to give these players some chance to
rest,
relax,
refocus.
Because this game would get real.
Oh, it's real now.
You have number 9 Florida Atlantic against number 4 Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee in this.
Oh,
the Vols.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Florida Atlantic's been shocking everybody.
They have.
But I'm going with Tennessee.
Tennessee. There we go, Tennessee.
I'm not going to do it and not have I got my orange on.
That's right. You do got your orange on.
I got my orange on.
That Tennessee orange.
This was a coincidence.
Yeah, right.
I didn't do it for that.
Right. Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going with Tennessee.
Okay, all right. Tennessee. I got Tennessee winning this game.
Then you have number 3 Kansas State versus number 7 Michigan State.
And I'm going to go Kansas State on this one. I feel good about this one.
I'm going to go with Michigan State.
Yeah, I know you like Spartans. You like Spartans.
I'm going to go with the underdog on this one.
You like Spartans.
It's going to be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. I really like this Kansas State team. I got them pulling this thing out.
Okay, so then you have number 8 Arkansas versus number 4 UConn.
And I'm going to tell you.
Pig Suey.
Pig Suey.
I've been hearing that daggone thing all.
Pig Suey, baby. That's a stupid cheer if you ever hear a cheer, but I'm going with them.
You going with them?
I'm going with them over a Big East school, UConn. UConn is favored in this game, but I'm going Arkansas. This is a red special.
And I've been going against
Pig Suey.
I've been going against them all.
Oink oink.
So I'm gonna go.
Ain't nothing better than bacon, baby.
I'm gonna go with UConn.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we're gonna throw them on the grill.
Okay.
So it's over, man. It's over.
No, ain't nothing better than bacon.
We're gonna throw them on the grill.
Arkansas on this one.
This might be the best game of today.
Okay.
Arkansas and UConn.
Arkansas and UConn.
That might be the best one.
You think that's the best game?
It might be. Well,
because I'm thinking Princeton and Creighton, 2 Cinderella teams.
See, they tomorrow.
Oh, they tomorrow.
Yeah, they tomorrow. And
they tomorrow.
You know what? We'll get to them tomorrow.
Okay,
we're gonna start with them tomorrow.
Okay.
But the last one for today is Gonzaga number 3 and number 2 UCLA. We ain't think UCLA was gonna make it this far, right?
Listen, UCLA has made me a believer.
Did they?
The Rev, they have made the Rev a believer. The Rev did not believe in UCLA, but I'm taking UCLA, and it's gonna be Gonzaga.
Well, you know
they
what?
going in Zaga.
I'm gonna take Gonzaga then.
You gonna take us?
I'm gonna take Gonzaga just because you went UCLA.
I'm going UCLA on this one.
We got to do that.
I'm going UCLA. They made the Rev a believer because the Rev didn't believe in them. I thought they was going because I don't like the program that much. I thought they was going to fall apart, and they have stepped up and played well. And I got them going. I got them going to the.
I got some nice weather though.
8.
Nice weather out there.
California is lovely.
Yeah,
California is lovely. The Rev went to Chinatown and had a good time in L.A. L.A. is lovely.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
I got a cousin who live in L.A. My cousin Wendy, and I ain't seen her. And I don't know where my cousin Wendy at.
She out there relaxing.
She out there. Lord, she might be a little too relaxed.
She
might be a little too relaxed.
She out there relaxing in the sun.
Yeah. I got a cousin out there. My cousin Wendy, and then my Uncle Bobby used to live out there, but he passed away. Mm-hmm. But my cousin Wendy out there, and I ain't talked to my cousin Wendy in a long time. I went to L.A. out there, and it's lovely, it's nice, and UCLA gonna win this game because it's gonna be Gonzaga.
Man. I didn't think UCLA was gonna make it this far, man.
No, not at all.
I
ain't trust them. I ain't trust their team all year.
And all their games have been close. It's just they've just been playing a little harder.
Yeah.
Than they're not
matter of fact, I think they stepped up just like Arkansas. Because I ain't think Arkansas looked that good during the season.
But, we were talking about that. Yeah, in the beginning.
But when the Arkansas stepped into the tournament, they have stepped their game up a whole lot. So I like Arkansas. I like UCLA.
Because these teams, man, when ain't no coming back from this.
Yeah, ain't no tomorrow.
Yeah. In the tournament, as we've seen teams, University of Miami.
Yes.
Who thought they was gonna get there? See, but now you playing. See, now you matched up with a big dog.
Well, yeah, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
I got a real big pick for that game too. I got a big pick for that game.
You going against the big dog? My pick.
Right.
My pick.
That's your pick, Houston.
Yeah, my pick, Houston.
We're gonna talk about that tomorrow because I got something for you tomorrow. Yeah, I got something for you on that one.
I got them winning the national championship.
Man, listen, you know who's gonna win the national championship? You know who Rev told America who's gonna win the national championship in the beginning of the season?
You got
Alabama.
And the beautiful thing about that is these two teams could meet each other in the national championship.
And if they do, that's gonna make great TV. It's gonna be just as good as that Super Bowl. I'm trying to tell you. You remember the Super Bowl, right? You remember the Super Bowl when your team was up by 10 points? Remember the Eagles up by 10? I don't know if you remember this or not.
I knew you was
the Eagles up by 10 points.
Yeah, it was a good game, man.
Right after halftime.
Real good
and
game.
you thought they was going to win. I felt your energy.
The halftime was too long. That's what it was. The
halftime that might be true.
The halftime was
now,
a little too
that
long.
Might be true.
Halftime was a little too long.
That might be true.
They gave her 13 minutes. She went 16.
She went 16.
Come on.
Hey, come on now.
I love Rihanna. Rihanna got got some good music.
Yeah, she got some good music. But she might have went too long. She might. That might be true. You know what? The Eagles need to revisit that.
But I ain't blaming it. I'm not blaming. Hey, I ain't blaming it. It was a good game.
It was a good game.
Can't win them all. Not everybody. Everybody don't get there.
Everybody don't get there.
And only got to get one winner. See, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
For that extra 3 minutes.
Yeah, extra 3 minutes.
Patrick Mahomes was able to get.
He got healthier.
Somehow he got healthier.
He got healthier. Yeah.
Because he came running out the tunnel. He looked like Usain Bolt. I said, I thought his ankle hurt.
Well, y'all was up by 10 points, and y'all said y'all was talking about Hurts was so great.
Oh yes.
And then y'all crumbled like cake.
Gonna get some money.
Like 10-day-old cake.
Gonna get some money.
It's your main man, the Rap America. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. You don't want to miss it. My main man, Ron. This is what we do. We're going all the way to the top, America. We'll see you tomorrow.
see the Rev live at 60 Fir Avenue, Bear, Delaware, 19701. That's 60 FIR Avenue, Bear, Delaware. And for more content, search Faith and Sports with The Rev on your Google or Spotify podcasts.